Hello, everybody. Alright, so as it says in the chat description, this is going to be just a bit of me screwing around. Keep in mind, if you look at my screen, you can see I'm bottom of tier 5. So yeah, I'm not a fantastic pilot. I may get lucky and have a few good games today, but, I'm not terribly hopeful. I'll get what I can, I'll take what I can get. So without further ado, let's see what kind of shenanigans we can pull. Fun part is going to be seeing how long is it going to take to find matches. It's a very, very good chance that the majority of this stream is going to be watching while it waits for a match. A bit of random information on this. I've been playing MechWarrior online for about 3 years now. Initially got my start not long after I first moved out of my parents' house. I've got something to the order of just over 2,000 hours logged in the game. For the most part, majority of those hours were logged on a HP Pavilion laptop. So, as I'm sure most of you can probably imagine, my performance was incredibly low. The game ran at an average of 1 to 10 FPS, and that was if it was a good day. Now, however, I'm playing on a desktop. Pre-built components include MSI gaming motherboard, a AMD Ryzen CPU, and a graphics card that I forget the manufacturer of. It's a very good desktop. It can run MechWarrior Online at upwards of 100 FPS. And we're still searching. Perhaps if I try a smaller mech. Not the best light mech pilot around, but with a computer that can actually handle it, I'll see what I can do. We'll do something classic, good old Flea 20. Play around with some stealth shenanigans. One thing I will have to figure out in my settings the next time I do a stream is, why can I not hear my game's audio? Pretty sure you guys can probably hear it, fairly clearly. Or at least that's what my streaming software says. It's picking up my desktop audio, no problem. So that's probably just more settings I have to screw around with. One thing I will add, if you have any questions, I will be trying to keep one eye on the chat, so feel free to send me messages. I will respond in between matches or while I'm waiting for the matchmaker to give me a match. go. Let's see. What maps can I induce the most mayhem? Also, for you viewers, feel free to share the stream around, you know, get a few more people watching. Yeah, the views are always greatly appreciated. Might also help me keep motivation to do future streams.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems online.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Alright, difficult bit with this map is the fact that, you know, you are within a city. Problem is, unlike actual lore, I cannot just go barreling through buildings, which is rather unfortunate. That is one thing I do appreciate about the new MechWarrior 5, is you can walk straight through a building's wall. That being said, not always advisable, especially in a 20-ton mech like this little thing.
Need assistance?
Artillery strike online.
What we're doing right now is trying to scout out where the enemy presently is. Depending on the map, this can either be really easy or really difficult. Depending on the MechWarrior, this can either be quite successful or I'm probably going to be dead relatively soon.
Target spotted.
Alright, so we're seeing enemies over in Echo 5. That's probably a light mech. I can't tell, because I have stealth armor engaged, which means I'm quite literally blind to the enemy's movements. So chances are I'll probably come around the corner and find one of them.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
So put out the UAV there.
Activated. Artillery strike.
Oh, that's hilarious.
Keep critical damage. Warning incoming missile. Warning incoming missile.
Like I said, running as a scout can be quite difficult at times and also incredibly dangerous. That right there, I broke one of the cardinal rules of playing a scout mech, in that I stopped. So light mech, you never stop. At least you shouldn't.
target acquired.
So the problem with the stealth armor is it runs your heat up like
Target
no other.
spotted.
Heat level critical.
As I mentioned, light mechs really aren't my strong suit. I'm very much used to running big, sprawling
Heat
mechs.
level critical. Right arm critical damage. Small laser destroyed.
Thanks.
Not sure what that was. I think I tried to charge strike
New
mainly
target
than light mech
acquired.
and took himself out in the process. I'm running much slower because I'm down in leg.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Enemies are half
Target
depleted. Keep
acquired.
pushing.
That Warhammer is now dead.
Target acquired.
Thanks. Target spotted.
Target destroyed.
Clean up the survivors. Target spotted.
And the unfortunate bit is with one leg down, my
Target
mask
acquired.
is no longer effective. For those that aren't familiar with battle
Target
tech
destroyed.
Thanks.
terminology, mask is a special
Artillery
equipment
strike online. Target acquired.
that allows equipped mechs to move
Target spotted.
considerably faster at the risk of dealing damage to the internal components of the legs. That's how the game works it. In lore, actually, in order to use the mask, you have to get your mech's temperature up above a certain threshold. Otherwise, in order for the mask to kick in, because it's actually
Target
specialized myomer bundles, the mech equivalent of muscles that have to be, heated considerably in order for them to be effective.
Target spotted.
Let's see if we can take some punch.
Destroyed.
Oh, nailed him. That's our last guy, still alive. Still has a pretty good ping, so he's probably just hiding out somewhere. We'll see if our team. We'll see if the enemy team rats him out as to what his location is. They might not. Depends on the game. If he's still. Yep, they just explained it.
Affirmative.
So yeah, since we're only moving assault mech speed, we'll tag along. We'll tag along with an assault mech and see what we can do to support them.
Every now and then you have games where they just hide it at the end of the game and you get 5 minutes waiting for them.
Target acquired.
Target spotted.
Ah, there he is. Way out there.
Target destroyed.
Command to ground forces. We're detecting no more hostiles. Good job, soldier.
And that is a win for us. So not a bad match, you know, not a good one either. Yeah, as I've mentioned probably, you know, more times than I really needed to already, I'm not a light pilot. I'm a heavy and assault mech pilot. That's where I'm most comfortable. You know, for sake of getting into matches, we'll drop in light mechs from time to time. Of course, we are at that time of night where should be able to get into most matches relatively easily with any weight class just because of the sheer number of pilots in the game. Let's go back and select a mech. Yeah, I've got a fair few to pick from, you know, a grand total of 122. I'll leave it open to you guys if you want to put into chat, you know, what weight class you want to see me pilot mechs from. I've got lights, mediums, heavies, and assaults. So if you guys want to put in suggestions for weight classes you want to see me run, you know, I'm more than willing to oblige. Meantime though, let's pick some, see what I can find in terms of mechs I haven't run in a little while, or at least ones that, you know, I feel like I can do halfway decent in. We'll do this one, the Cyclops 10Q. This is a fun mech because it specializes in hunting light mechs. It is equipped with Streak SRMs, you know, short-range missiles that require a lock-on to fire. And with that, because of that lock, every single missile is guaranteed to hit the target as long as there's no obstacle in the way. Which means you are guaranteed to deal the full amount of damage. Now this is really good when fighting light mechs, because light mechs have very little armor and very little structure, meaning that they are very squishy targets. It doesn't take much to kill them. Now on this mech I've got 6 Streak SRM-6s, which means the potential damage output is incredibly high. You know, I have in previous matches blown arms, legs, and side torsos off a light mech in a single full volley. So, you know, keep that in mind. We'll see how this match goes. This is a fairly small map, which means, you know, we'll encounter the enemy fairly quickly. And downsides to it is there's a lot of buildings, which means lots of obstacles. It's also, you know, being a close quarters map, enemy mechs running ECM can counter my mech's targeting systems, making it impossible for me to achieve a target lock, thus rendering my Streak SRMs useless until the enemy mech either disengages or their ECM is countered. One way or another, this should be a relatively eventful match, or so we hope.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
I do enjoy that they put in the detail
All
for the
systems
startup
nominal.
sequence. Adds just a little bit more realism to the gameplay. So move up here, get to the top of the hill. Probably see if I can join up with the other assault mechs. Being that I am, you know, built towards hunting lights, being next to the assault mechs is, you know, right where I should be, because it means I can offer them a lot more protection. And there are a few things I will want to change on my loadout, you know, in terms of skills, just to optimize myself for, you know, light mech hunting. Looks like we already got one behind us. Delta 2
Target spotted.
coming right out of the tunnel. You can see this hillside here.
Target acquired.
There's a tunnel that runs through that. I've got streak SRMs. I can get close enough to them. See what I can do to take them out.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Oh yeah, looks like all of them are up there.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
This hill.
Target
There's
destroyed.
another one. That's the other downside on this
New target
map
acquired.
is the
Target
sheer
spotted.
amount of hills.
New target acquired.
Fire, take fire. Okay, again. Oh, already struck,
Target
already struck.
spotted.
UV overhead, Charlie 3. There was a UAV.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. Target destroyed. Target acquired.
So UAV was still there.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Got a lot of enemies.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
That's an assault mech down. Yeah. Now, while I did say that I'm specialized for killing light mechs, I can absolutely devastate heavies and assaults. And of course, if I don't pay close enough attention, I get blasted fairly hard myself.
Warning. Incoming missile. Center torso critical damage. Right torso critical. New target acquired. New target acquired. Right torso critical damage.
Well, not a bad match. Another win. Though, definitely could have done much better that round. Oh well, we'll see what we can do another round. Alright. Well, I'm not seeing any requests for a weight class yet. We'll go ahead and drop in this one again. See if we can't do a bit better in another match. Not bad. Fairly quick on that one. Oh, none of these maps are really great for streak voting. Now we'll try Forest Colony, see what we get. Polar Highlands instead. Polar Highlands is a good map for sniper builds or just general LRM builds. Although with it being Conquest, you might be able to find a fair few light mechs. As long as we stay near a capture point or on the common routes in between. Either way, this will probably at least try to follow the same strategy as last time. Stay near the assault mechs and provide cover as best as possible. Sometimes I like to tell my team what I'm running on my load up.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online.
Other times I don't often, really
All
bother a whole
systems
lot with that.
nominal.
Command coming in. Capture and hold the resource point. Stop any hostiles that get in your way.
Alright. Let's head off towards Gamma first.
Affirmative. We have Gamma. Enemy forces have Sigma. We have gained Epsilon.
Matches like this I like, where we actually have people strategizing. It's always a refreshing change over
Kappa
the
is under enemy
silence
control.
that you get in a lot of matches. That towards the end is broken by people cussing out everyone else for being incompetent, even though, it's usually the people that are the first to die that are usually the most vocal about how they had to carry the entire team and the team sucks. Bearings aren't really useful for trying to share location unless you say, from my location, from my exact location within this grid square.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Also, looks like YouTube's complaining a little bit about stream quality, so quality may suffer a bit. For that, I apologize.
Target spotted.
Target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Bad shots.
Theta is controlled by the enemy. We've
Couple
already
hits on
gained
that
a quarter
round.
of the resources. Keep it
New
up.
target acquired.
right there.
New target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Back.
Target spotted.
Who the heck?
Target spotted.
That's another problem with this game is you find so many people there more than willing to
New
shoot you
target
in the back
acquired.
on their own team.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
It's hard to start.
Hostiles are collecting 50% of their resources. Capture resource points from them to
Not
stop
too
the
bad though,
bleeding.
520 points of damage.
New target acquired. Heatsink destroyed. Activated.
Oh,
Right
this is well,
right destroyed.
so the objective with Conquest is to hit 750 cap points. We presently do not have any caps, all except for Theta, which means that even if we kill because they are still actively capping, we are still going to lose. At this point, there, unless we can all of their bases, full money.
Resource point Theta is ours.
Tar-
Yeah. Even though we lost the match, you know, our pilot rating did go up. So, you know, that's always a bonus. It means that we did well. You know, obviously not as well as we probably could. Considering that, you know, that was a fairly heavy loss. Although, you know, we did second best out of our team. You know, which, in terms of damage and overall match score, which, you know, that's good. You know, that's something that we like. So we'll go ahead and hop out of that match. Alright. Toss a couple bits into the chat. Feel free to take a look at those. And we're going to... we're having some decent successes with this mech. We're going to keep going with it until I get requests otherwise. And looks like we got ourselves another match. See if we can get HPG Manifold, and it's usually not a bad map. For SRAMs and the like, although unfortunately it looks like we're probably going to end up on Polar Islands again. Yep. Alright, this could be an interesting match. We've got lots of unit members. Now this can be either good or bad. Just because a pilot's in a unit doesn't mean that they're going to be a outstanding pilot in any way, shape, or form, which can be unfortunate. There are certain units out there that you recognize the unit name as being good, as being generally good units. It doesn't always mean that every single pilot in that unit is going to be outstanding. You also end up with the conflict of lots of different pilots from different
Reactor
units that have different
online.
styles of gameplay
Sensors
and
online.
different
Weapons
strategies.
online.
And the result is lots and
systems
lots of
on.
contradicting orders sometimes.
This is command. Eliminate all enemies, no matter the cost.
Given that we don't have too many groups all from the same unit, I don't think we have anyone, any pilots in this that are, from the same unit. That means that no one's grouped up, which means we won't have, 2 or 3 mechs just running off doing their own thing, because they're a unit, and so they're going to say screw everyone else in the match. Instead, we're going to have 12 mechs that all run in different directions because, screw everyone else. It's a sad but true thing that I'm sure anyone that's done, online multiplayer games is, online team multiplayer games is likely run into. I know for a fact that it's not limited to just MechWarrior Online. I've seen it in gameplay for quite a few other online games. So we got a call for the 9 line. Alright, 9 and 10 line, which means, ooh, that was a PPC blast. PPCs are nasty. Energy weapon that fires and behaves like a ballistic. So we're just going to chill out here for a minute until our team makes a definitive decision as to whether or not we're going to push or wait for them to come to us, because streak SRMs have an incredibly short range. I've got mine currently set at about 291 meters is my max. I could probably reach out and touch them with my light PPC, for a minimal amount of damage. Turn off my tag laser because I don't want to be giving away our location quite like that. Too low. Just might be able to nail this guy. Nope. Invisible walls first then. Yeah, due to the how the collision meshes on the map works.
Target spotted.
Better get moving. Get back to the program for this guy. This guy's going to really screw me up if I stay out in the open like this.
Target acquired.
Alright, let's get back down to cover. We're in cover. See if we can't nail that UAV. Oh, someone else got it.
Target acquired.
Target spotted. Target spotted.
Oh yeah, this is going to be a fantastic match.
New target acquired.
As all of them are too far out of range for me to
Target
do
spotted.
anything at this point. don't want to be right there.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Got locked on hotel.
New target acquired.
Alright, Phoenix Hawk. That is a medium mech, if we can get him close enough to us. Well, we can at least grab one kill.
Target spotted. We're experiencing some losses. Don't get sloppy out there.
Yep, that's what I get for walking out and the open again.
New target acquired.
Alright, so that's one dumb decision made.
New
See how many
target
more I can
acquired.
Target spotted.
Let's stick close with the rest of our teammates.
New target acquired. New target acquired. New target acquired.
Don't stand around, guys. They're coming up over that hill.
Target acquired.
This guy's just a bundle of laughs. Oop. Back down, back down. No, you're not.
We can't lose any more soldiers.
Target acquired. Critical damage. Warning incoming missile. Target destroyed. Warning incoming missile. Torso critical damage. Warning incoming missile.
Gee.
Center torso critical damage. AES destroyed. Critical damage. Heatsink destroyed. Warning incoming missile.
Yeah, that wasn't his
Critical
team.
damage.
Huh.
Warning
I
incoming
wasn't expecting this much either. Damn it. My mech didn't need to be doing that. Love options.
artillery strike on the new target acquired.
Enemy enemies are eliminated.
Destroyed. Medium laser destroyed. Destroyed.
Control the surface. Can anyone read?
Yeah, that was not a good match in any sense. That's okay. Lessons learned. That's the main thing, is, with any multiplayer game, is don't focus on, how much you sucked. Look what you did wrong. Try to figure out how to correct it. So, that being said, let's pick another mech. Got more than a few that can operate decently well in various scenarios. So let's see what we got. This one, it's a nice little slugfest mech. Let's do it. This one I'm not quite as consistent with my damage as I can sometimes be with that Cyclops I was running. I've had some pretty good matches in this one, so we'll see how we do. Also, for anyone wondering, I'm not sure how frequently the game audio cuts out. Anytime it does, it's usually because I'm switching between windows. And so as I switch applications, it will, I believe it does kill the sound from time to time. So, if things go silent for a minute, that's why. Looks like we got our next match, so let's do something where my long range will benefit me a little bit more. Crimson Straight's not a bad match. Since it's domination, everyone's going to be grouped around the same area, which should work out rather well for us. And as with the previous matches, we'll see how it goes.
Reactor online. Sensors online. Weapons online. All systems nominal.
This is Clan Command. Get to the target and capture it. Cut down any enemies that get in the way.
Alrighty, let's get ourselves to the capture zone. The one issue with this mech is it is incredibly slow. Running about 48.6 kilometers per hour. Which in miles per hour I think translates to something around like 20-ish. Yeah. We're a slow mech. And granted, for a 100-ton behemoth, yeah, that's to be expected, I suppose. Let's see if I can put this needle without... Nope, I won't get stuck there. Dang it.
We held the zone for 25%.
I thought I could make it. Oh well. Let's zoom in a bit. See if I can't spot some of the enemies trying to creep up. No visuals though, so that means they're staying behind cover. Or they just haven't gone up yet. Considering the fact that we got 19 seconds down on the countdown, it means that
Target
took them a minute to get
acquired.
up there. So Jaeger mech there. Ah,
New target acquired.
There. Something I can hit. Doesn't look like. Unless that guy pokes his head again. More movement.
New target acquired.
spotted.
New target acquired.
That shot off. Under the overhang. There's one dropped right there on us. Let's swing around.
It acquired.
See what we can do to help out. Medium mech right behind.
New target
Heavy.
acquired.
We got
New target acquired.
push him.
New target.
Overheat. That's why. Low. Decent damage though. Versus Commando. Same matchup. I don't know, smart plays. If Commando plays it smart, he can probably rip this one. Of course, Commando's slightly higher DPS, I think, probably less rounds. Of course, he's only got 2 less rolls, which is kind of minimal on damage. Jump, but really careful right here. was a brutal match. This game, this is what we call a stomp. It just doesn't go well for, you know, goes well for one, not so much for the other. This match is not going to us. Drop it. He's take. A good fight though, yeah. Seems a straight line. Good performance considering the situation we had.
The enemy is victorious.
Fortunately, not a great match for us. That's okay. Not every match is going to be stellar on the outcome. I'm pretty sure that group's not around. Alright. Still no mech requests. Alrighty. Now let's see, what can I do? What other mechs do I have that I can do well with? Let's run with something a little bit lighter and faster. This may end up being my last match for this stream. I'm going to try and start doing these on a more weekly basis. You know, we'll see how well I can keep up with that. In between the live streams, I will probably, try to do some actual, dedicated gameplay videos. Because I don't have a webcam at the moment, I won't be able to include, visual of myself in the videos. Granted, that's not something I'm too terribly concerned about. Anyhow. Yeah. Try to do a stream a week, and as I kind of get settled into things, go with a video upload per week as well. Do one for MechWarrior Online, probably. If I ever get to the point of being able to do things relatively successfully. I might even start doing some videos of space engineers, you know, with some of my construction and other shenanigans, you know, do something akin to Split Seas Survival Impossible, you know, just let you guys watch along as I work through a world. You know, if you have any comments on that, you know, leave a comment. You know, any and all suggestions are very much welcome. Any tips and tricks any of you have for doing YouTube live streams, those are also greatly appreciated. Just because these are not something that I am all that familiar with or that I do terribly often, as I'm sure is quite clear from my channel's content, or rather lack thereof. This should be an interesting match. One thing that is relatively common is seeing, you know, especially with large enough units, is it is entirely possible to end up facing your unit mates,
Reactor
you know,
online.
being on opposing
Sensors
teams.
online. Weapons online.
You know, being on the opposite team from
All
your unit
systems
mates.
nominal.
Command to all warriors on the
Happens
surface.
relatively
Your
frequently.
task is to wipe away all hostiles. Show no mercy.
Alright, so this is skirmish, which means on this match everyone bum rush the caldera. There being this area up ahead of us. This map, along with Rubelite Oasis and Terraform, are the hotter maps in this game. And the ambient temperature of a map
Target
does
acquired.
actually
Target
factor
spotted.
into how well your mech performs. Your weapons generate heat, and if you're on a hot map, your heat sinks don't do as well for bleeding off that heat, and as such you tend to overheat just a little bit. Got mechs over there. Let's see within the smoke. That is problematic.
New target acquired.
Target spotted.
Got an assault mech over there.
New target acquired. New target acquired.
Target spotted.
So night vision does give us a bit
Target
better.
acquired.
Target spotted.
New target acquired.
Around.
New target
Let's
acquired.
not rotate too far.
Target destroyed.
Don't want to abandon our teammates.
New target acquired.
Let's torso down.
New target
be sore about losing a game, you know, because that's really all this is.
This is clan command.
That
Respond.
was a good game on the enemies. On the Op 4's end. They did well. They were well coordinated, they stuck together, and they played the objective efficiently. You know, he did well, 5 kill assists, 617 damage done, 492 taken, 2 components destroyed, and 336 on our match score, which puts us second on our team, and somewhere like 10th overall. Anyways, for those of you that joined the stream and watched, you know, I appreciate your views. For those of you that are watching this after it airs, you know, when it goes to just a standard video, you know, if you get to this point in it, you know, I apologize for all the waits in between matches. I apologize for my lackluster narration and my rambling, you know, interspersed with long random silences. Anyways, hope y'all have a good day, and I will catch you later.